we usually start with intentions, distractions, and something that has been on your playlist this week. It can be music, it can be a TV show, a podcast, just whatever content that you want to share with everyone else. And if you really, really want to share it, remember you can always post it in the communications channel. So let's start with Efra. Do you want to take it first?
Yeah, sure. My intentions right now are to sync with you guys and keep working on the Twitter planning, Airtable, and content. And yeah, just keep working on TDC. My distractions is I just woke up late today, so I'm a bit distracted, but I'm good. Um, about my playlist, I've been listening to a lot of Queen and David Bowie. I'll pass it to Juanca.
Thanks. Yeah, this weekend I heard this cool song and I am going to paste it in comms. That is like a funky remix of um the song Gimme the Power of Molotov. So it's really good. I like that song and it's a very like rock song, but this is like a funky mix that it's also like fresh and I liked it. And I'll pass to Septi.
Thank you, Juan. Yeah, my intentions is to sing with you. I'm a bit distracted because I'm also working on the audit a little bit. And for the music, oh man, I still hearing Ajax like the new album he released like just 1 month ago. Is Diamond. Hear it, listen to it. I'll pass it to Nate.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a busy weekend, busy week. I've been actually just listening to Childish Gambino album over and over again because I think it's so freaking good. But yeah, I will pass it over. Who hasn't gone here? Did Mike go or Ephra? Oh, Manu.
I just went. Yeah.
All right, all right. You got the hint. Yeah, I guess the intention is to see what I can help with the other working groups. See what's up. We just had the HubSpot sync. I'll brief everyone on that when it comes to that point in the agenda. No distractions, and I've been listening to Calle 13. Yeah, Calle 13, and I will pass it to Chuy.
I think Mike is left. Yeah, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, there we are. Always good to be on these calls. Yeah, so I'm an electronic music composer, so I'm going to sound biased. I tend to listen. I'm composing stuff all the time, so I tend not to listen to much else. And you know, my music's centered around protest and you know, news stories and so on and so forth. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. I just wanted to quickly add to Efra and Juanca. Efra, you mentioned like David Bowie and Queen.
Yep.
But well, there's like Under Pressure, which is like the song that everybody knows. But there was another song in that album that Bowie produced. I think it's called Cool Cat. I think it's like one of the most like underrated songs from Queen. Like it's a really nice song. So yeah, if you're
Yeah, I'll check it
listening to
out.
that album, yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. And Juanca, it's nice to hear that you've been listening to Molotov. Maybe you could ask Manu, but Necromorpho is the new Molotov. Changed my mind. But yeah, I'll share with you. I'll share that with you later. About me, intentions. I'm really excited to present some of the updates, especially Oh my God, the work looks so beautiful. We've been working in so many months, so I would really like to share everyone how that is looking, and how well, like, even though many of the contributors um, don't have like a lot of experience in DAOs that handle transparency as we do, just like the way people are starting to get it, and in the way they are committed to transparency. It's something that really excites me. So I want to share that today. About distractions, I was telling Manu and Nate that I cooked some menudo. So my whole apartment smells like menudo, and I'm really looking forward to eating that because I cooked it overnight. So that's some kind of distraction. And what's been in my playlist this week? Honestly, I haven't been listening to a lot of stuff, but I'm attending a music festival this weekend. They actually did some really cool stuff with like NFTs and just like experimental grounds for. I mean, it's just something cool for it being a Mexican festival, and there are gonna be like some interesting people there. Like Wu-Tang Clan is gonna be there. Arca, Molchat Doma, 100 Gex, just like a bunch of insane stuff. So I'm trying to like just like have my ears like clean for that festival. Let's say it like that. um, Welcome, Casale. Do you want to? I mean, we were about to be done with intentions distractions, but you want to jump in with that? It's usually intentions distractions and something that has been in your weekly playlist.
I forgot what were intentions and distractions. Can you remind me?
Just any intentions that you have for the call. If it's syncing, if it's like touching base with HubSpot, recently rebranded as the marketing team. If that's an intention that you have, you can just mention it. Distractions is something that you want to share, like maybe, I don't know, there's like some noise like outside your house that is distracting you, or you're in the middle of like multitasking. Something that you want to let us know before the call, and something that has been in your weekly playlist. It doesn't have to be music, and it can be a podcast or a TV show. Anything that you'd like to share.
So I'm here just to like to see the sing, just to watch. Um, uh, there's been a noise next to my house that I don't know what it is, but it's like a machine, and it's been like for 3 days, and um, I've been listening a lot of Limp Bizkit. We just were Chuy and me. We were 2 weeks ago at a Limp Bizkit concert, so it's been on my mind recently. So yeah.
Yeah, I have to admit, like I spend like a day of the weekend with like a full handlebar. I'm just like very, very like impacted by Fred Durst performance. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with some of the agenda topics. We were talking about the sync, the sync reschedule. It's just something that happened like over the week, and then some of you could hear that we were going to be changing this call for it to be on Wednesdays, but that ended up not happening. And actually, there maybe we could start like after we're done with the agenda topics. I'd like to maybe listen to some of your ideas around rescheduling. We are trying new time for the marketing team. So yeah, I'd like to talk a little bit more about this later on. But the like the important thing, the important subject that I wanted to touch on is we are not having this call on Wednesdays anymore. This call is gonna stay on Tuesdays. And yeah, you're always welcome to join. all of our team's calls are going to be on Mondays, except for marketing team call, which is going to be today before this call so far. But we are, let's see how time changes have been affecting that. But so yeah, important thing, this call is not happening on Wednesdays. It's happening on Tuesdays. Okay, so about a proposal check-in, let me jump into the gardens real quick. And we have 3 proposals that have passed. And this makes us really happy because these teams have been working super hard, and they've been also been very, very patient, like with just with waiting for the funding, and then how eventually the Commons upgrade got delayed and stuff like that. So yeah, major praise to everyone that has been really patient. We currently have no proposals for comms, but later today I'm going to be posting the marketing team proposal, which is going to cover HubSpot, and also Casale is going to be helping us with some front-end changes, like quick fixes. He has already been in touch with Christopher, like he is able to submit pull requests. So yeah, this is another thing that we've been trying to solve, like for a lot, for a lot of time. So finally, this is already starting to get there, and so yeah, where if you're interested in supporting this proposal, make sure you vote with your TEC tokens. And also to the forum, I'm gonna be adding a change about the animation and video production, but I'll touch on that subject when I get there. Okay, so next agenda topic is supporting the reward system communications. We had like this idea of sharing row number 27 and row number 38. This one is supposed to go out today, and the next tweet is going to go out on Friday. And this is just going to be like a support in a call to action to another forum post that I was discussing with Nagan and Septi. And this forum post is going to cover just basically like a summary of how the first quant went, and some of the lessons learned, and just different stuff. So yeah, if you wanna join, I think we're jumping on a call later, right, Septi, for start drafting this.
Yeah, I mean, we are waiting for Nagin to confirm, but I think like the best way to proceed is like having a call so Nagin can share all the data, and then we can pick some notes and make a forum thread and also complete those tweets.
Okay, great. So yeah, so the idea is to have to push a call to action with these tweets that invite the community to join the discussion, or at least visit the forum, see what's going on around there, just some ideas and observations that people are having. And yeah, I wanted to share this and see how it if it resonates with you, or you think it's good. So you've probably heard about praise and how the TEC uses it as one of the main parts of our reward system. We recently had our first quantification process and had a chance to compensate quantifiers for their contributions to the reward system. If you're interested in participating, make sure you attend the weekly sync on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CET. And we don't have a supporting picture for this, but maybe we could use a still image of the call or something similar. But yeah, are there any thoughts about this first draft, or any feedback that you would like to add? Okay.
I just want to say
and
one thing. Like we didn't.
oh
Like,
yeah, go ahead, Septi.
the tweet is saying like we compensate our quantifiers, but we didn't did that, right? Like we still need to.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't send any money to anyone. At least.
I mean, not the actual rewards distribution, but the quantifiers themselves. Or maybe I got it wrong.
Yeah,
I can't remember where I got it from. But
no one has been rewarded yet. We're just
Okay.
quantifying the data.
Um, okay, had a chance to. Okay, so we gotta change this. Um, to measure contributions. Okay. Okay, so this makes more sense, right? If it's we recently had our first quantification process and had a chance to apply the dashboard to measure contributions in the community.
Yeah.
Is this more accurate?
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and then the next one is for Friday, and it's going to be more about the RAT dashboard. So the reward system working group has been on fire lately. Here's a sneak peek into the RAT dashboard, the main tool we use for quantifications. What do you think of it? We'd love to know your feedback. Join the discussion, and we're going to include the forum link that I was mentioning earlier. I guess this is more accurate because it has a clear call to action, but are there any feedback or any thoughts about this or changes or information that we're missing? Okay. Okay, so this one is just going to be missing the ending screenshot.
So I do have I've organized the Twitter Spaces thing with Mert and a couple people from Prime DAO to do, and I'm not sure if we could advertise it or market it
Okay.
or
Yes, of course.
promote
Can you send me some information
it.
for that,
Dates.
Nate? And
Yeah.
also, did you have a chance to run the tests? Because if not, like I could do it after this call.
Yeah, I have not yet, but we do need to do that. So
Okay. Okay, so I'll message you I'll message you after this call, and yeah, if you're not busy in SoftGov, we can definitely dedicate some minutes to these tests.
sounds good.
Okay. So next agenda topic, scammers. My God, this is out of control. Like I remember when the flamethrower was fun. It's not fun anymore when you have to, yeah, like ban 3 people daily. And it's getting out of control. I don't know if we are in a kind of like list or just like, yeah. So the first idea that I was thinking about this the Miss Rosebot. I added it to the Telegram group, but I still need Griff as the owner of the group to give admin privileges to the bot. And after that, it's pretty easy to configure. We usually get the same messages, so we can get Miss Rose programmed so that automatically when it detects phrases like I don't know, like baby Dosh or whatever, like are some of these like scam messages. It can automatically ban them from the group. So yeah, and I think it's important because it's not only like a matter of keeping it like clean, but it's also like a potential risk like to people. You know, like if someone that is new to Web3 or doesn't have a lot of experience. Like we don't want this to be a risk for the community members. So this is why it's very important. And also, while we set this up, if you ever see one of these messages, and maybe some of us are like sleeping in another time zone. Actually, I have a message from Septi, and it was at my 4:45 a.m. So I was asleep, but there were like 2 or 3 people that sent like messages. So yeah, please help us take care of our community while we set Miss Rose up. And yeah, I'm gonna be pinging Griff today to make sure that we have this support from him.
Could we say to Miss Rose that ban anyone sending a link? I think like actually sending links is not a good practice because inside that link you can put wherever, and it's even if
Yeah, but what if it's a forum link? What if it's a link to the forum or a tweet or
yeah.
just like some relevant information? Like I thought about the links, but yeah, I think maybe the best is like to just like grab samples of the messages that they're sending, because most of the time we have like 2 or 3 different messages, but no more than that. We have a lot of people that are still like trying to do this constantly, but it's the same messages. So I guess if we like phrase capture something like out of the message and ask Miss Rose to ban automatically anyone that posts it, yeah, it should take like under a second to torch them.
That's nice. Thanks, Chuy, for taking it.
No worries. Manu, did you want to add something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because you did mention that we have someone for that. I think I heard Rose or something. There's
Miss
someone.
Rose, yeah. The name of the bot is Miss Rose. So
Oh, it's a bot. Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not an actual like Miss Rose person that we're paying to hold the flamethrower. No,
Yeah,
it's yeah,
that was
it's a bot.
yeah. I was wondering that. Okay. If we do need a human touch, I'm bringing in some friends, some people I know that are I want to introduce to the DAO space, and they want to see how. So maybe they can start doing. Or like in any case, that could be one of the newcomer tasks that we're actually compiling for Communitas. It could be one of the newcomer tasks from the comms working group. I think that would be interesting.
I
Burning
think it would.
spammers.
I do think it would be interesting, and
Yeah.
I mean maybe not directly like giving them permission to ban people because they're relatively new to the community. But like spread this message and yeah, like this awareness of like if you see something that endangers our community, it would be very much appreciated if you could reach out to a steward, and you can get some praise back. I think it's yeah, that could work a lot.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so jumping on the updates for teams, let's start with the T Academy. Maybe if you're seeing my screen, I just yeah, I'll just let this say the thing for me. Like it's looking so good. Um, it has like detailed information about like contributions that have been doing like each week. Like here, like Anna said, like, oh yeah, like I got some pins made, and we took this to ETH Denver because it's the second week of February. This team has been active since mid February, so this is why we have like week 1 and week 2. And yeah, it's just looking really nice. And here are like the amount of hours that are covered per week. And yeah, as I said, like something that helps a lot is that contributors are starting to include like their own contributions here, kind of like how it worked for Give Traces. So yeah, I feel that it's great, and it raises like a lot of also awareness of the initiative that new contributors must have. So yeah, make sure you praise Anna and Angie for keeping the T Academy D work so nice. And yeah, if we go to the settings and we go to payments, this is directly linked to the Gnosis safe for the T Academy. And if we go here to the T Academy here, we can see that, wait. I'm going to refresh this because Gnosis safe is being Gnosis C. Okay, this is weird because it's not showing the wrap text die. But it's showing here. So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff that makes Gnosis Safe a nightmare, especially for new users. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have the wrap text right here. And if we go to the transactions, we have a history where we can see the different payments that have been executed. So yeah, we had a batch transfer here for the retroactive bonuses, and then the first payments went out, and we have 6 different actions in another vote that was submitted here. So yeah, as you can see, it's something, and also like a lot of attention that I've been putting in while rewarding the different contributors for this is that this should all remain auditable, and that after 4, 5, 6 months, however the funds are, working for us. Whenever we want to resubmit a proposal, it's going to be very important to have all of this like being so transparent, and also all of the D-work dashboard like organized with exactly what has been delivered. So yeah, it's just something so nice to have, and that makes me very, very happy because we've been talking about this for months, and we've been just like envisioning it, but really haven't like put our hands to practice until now. So yeah, also praise Septi for all of the support for transparency and for helping us being accountable of this. So actually, Septi, I heard that you on mute. Would you like to add something?
I was going to share like the same. Like I was also talking with the D-Work and Block Scout because for some reason when you do transactions with, for example, like we send the multi-sig send funds to I don't know to Chuy, then it shows the number, and it's way easier to audit. But with D-Work, it makes it harder because you need to go to the transaction, and even if you go to the transaction, it says value 0. Like if you click any of those payments you have done, like and you go to the block view on the block explorer, it gives you a value of 0. Oh, not for you. Oh, that's good. In Gravity, it gives 0 to us. Oh yeah, there. Oh wow. That's actually great. Yeah, in Gravity, probably they updated
Yeah,
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's probably a fix. I mean, it's just another thing that really wonders me from D-Work. It's like it takes them 20 minutes to like implement fixes. So yeah, I mean, let's go to week 3 and then let's view this on the Explorer. Yeah, I mean it's a batch. It's a batch transaction. But yeah, it's for the total amount.
Well, that's actually awesome. I was going to say like, let me check one of. Yeah. Sorry, continue. I'll check it by myself.
No worries. No worries. It's a good thing that we make sure that this is going the right way, like right now. Because if we can like provide any additional information or just like do things in a way that are going to be easily like traceable and transparent, yeah, it's I feel there's a lot of value in getting picky about these details. So yeah, thanks for raising this, Seppi. Okay, so jumping to the Twitter team, same thing. This is starting to look really nice. Juanca, I don't know if you could help us because I think that you don't have, like, if I try to execute it, yeah. Oh, no, wait, it wasn't you, it was Ivy. Okay, so I'm going to make sure to reach out to Ivy But yeah, this is the only thing that is pending for starting to execute this. Also, Acid Laser is still on a break, but I'm trying to just confirm some stuff before actually like moving on with this, just so that everything is the right way, as I was mentioning. And also, huge praise to Efra, because these tags look really, really nice, and it's such a great organizational tool for like within each of these workspaces. So thank you very much for this, Efra. And yeah, it's looking really nice, and also like it keeps track of the amount of hours that people put into specific projects. It's great, and it's looking really, really good. So this is about the Twitter planning, and also, well, we have our Twitter planning form. We are trying to also be more open about how people start contributing to draft tweets. So if you know anyone that is interested and would like to join our call on Mondays, what we usually do, and I feel is also more it has an easier structure right now around it, because we start the first 10 minutes just like catching up. It's like, okay, so which payments need to be approved? How many like deliverables have there been? So this is how we start the call for the first 10 minutes. And after that, we go to the Twitter planning thing, check the agenda, check the Twitter agenda that has some of the content that we need to cover for that week. And after that, we just like, each one takes like 2 or 3 tweets and start drafting and listen to some music. So we are trying to open up about how we do this process. So yeah, if you want to contribute, get some praise, and also get some hours contributing to the Twitter planning team, make sure you join our D-Work, and that's it. Like after that, you're good to go, and you can claim different tasks in D-Work for drafting tweets. So yeah, if you haven't tried it, make sure you join us. And moving on to the animation and video production team. Okay, I would like to open this for a round of feedback to see how everyone feels about it. I already mentioned this to Nathan, to Manu, but we are changing some of the plans around animation, as I've been discussing. So instead of going like all the way for having specialized unit for the TEC, like when we were talking about it and just reviewing the options, we said like maybe it's just too soon. Maybe we still need to fix a bunch of stuff in our UI and UX from the products that we've been developing in the past few months. So maybe at this point it wouldn't be as not convenient, but we wouldn't be really like getting the most out of it, and we would be working on animations that need constant updating. So we also noticed that there is a growing need for animation in the ecosystem, especially in close communities like OneHive. So the idea right now is to have this same unit work in other other communities, kind of like start gaining attention, and like building a demo reel. I mean, these guys already have a fantastic demo, but we need more applications into Web3, into like different products. And I feel that this is going to bring like many benefits to the unit. But there's also a very valid question. So what benefits does this bring to the TEC? And the proposal update that I'm going to be posting in the forum later today addresses this issue. So what we want to do is give 1K of retroactive bonus to each of the 4 contributors in the animation team that had like developed this workflow and this pre-production for the reward system quantification tutorial, and another 4K for supporting this project, and also like doing something with TEC tokens that I'm going to be mentioning in a while. But the idea is to have like as a big first deliverable the reward system quantification tutorial. So this would be a proposal of a total of 8K. that is going to be like per project. It's not going to be like per hour anymore. Um, and also a part of the deal is that the first 3 gigs that the animation team lands need to be paid in TEC tokens. So this was also another thing that we were talking about in the Stewards call last week. That we thought it was very interesting, like around like how are we providing services? How does this like bring a direct benefit to the TEC? So we want to start trying stuff like that, and we were wondering, like, hey, like, what if we do like this additional support, and we can like, like in a way, like incubate this animation unit, and this can bring short-term benefits to the TEC, not only longer-term whenever we are more ready to build these animations. So I'm going to be posting this update later today in the forum. But before I do, I'm very, very interested in listening to some of your feedback. Especially those of you that really enjoy the politics side of the TEC. Like, what do you think? Do you think this is a good solution? Would you like to add something, maybe take something out? Are there any thoughts about the animation and video production team?
Go, flourish. Flourish. I like the idea of using the tech tokens. I also think that, it's not a huge deal at first. I think if you can get like a couple projects under your belt, start getting the reputation out there, then you can kind of dictate the terms. I will say that my concern was like, becoming getting captured by other organizations. So I will say flourish, but remember your roots, and if you can set the terms of agreements with, even if you don't want to be paid in TEC, which is completely fine. See if they're value aligned, and they'll be willing to buy TEC from the bonding curve and hold it in their treasury as a requirement, or any type of combination that will bring utility to the tech token.
Also, just adding to that, Nate, I feel that another really nice benefit of this is that the animation team wants to participate in the TEC. And since they are not like hatchers, because like when all of the hatch hype was going on, they were still like coming in, starting to understand many things, and they now get it in many different ways. So I also like that part a lot, that these contributors are legitimately interested in contributing and participating to the TEC. So they do see the value in the TEC token, which is something that I've been seeing like as a limitation in communities like OneHype, for example. Like a lot of people sell their honey, and I mean, we should all like have the freedom to do so, right? But also, I feel that there should be like right incentives to participate and to integrate with the community, like on chain as well. So yeah, I this is another thing that I really like about this team, that they are seeing like, hey, yeah, like let's do that, because that way we can start holding more TEC tokens and participate more, and yeah, like eventually like support their own proposal and just be like more active in the community. So yeah, I also like this part. Septi, maybe would you like to add something about this TEC token idea? I know that you had some opinions during the Stewards call.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, like it's to the agency of the working group. Like, if I really feel like if you guys, like if you're asking money to do something for the TEC, I mean, if you want to contribute in TEC, that's nice. But I feel like it's very important. Like, you guys have the agency to do as you please and have your freedom. Yeah, for me that's the most important thing. Like, I don't like if we end up being, like, I don't know what's the word, but I just want not end up like as communism, if that makes sense. Like, where then, like the power, it gets centered in somewhere else, not in the people. So yeah, I feel like people should be free to do whatever they want, and the commons should be sustainable not for the actions the people do, but for their own mechanisms.
I agree with you, Septi. I just want to reinforce the awareness on the teams that are doing it that there is an attack vector at this early stage of our bonding curve where we don't have sustainability yet, and I can just start a comms team on my own and be like, I want funding, and then just do anything I want with it, and not be in alignment with the mission. And so just making sure that the alignment is there and making sure that people understand that, we're here for token engineering at the moment as well.
Yeah, but I think like the animation team would never get paid for making a Defi video or something different. Like they get paid for the work they're doing on TC, right?
I don't disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying like there is that risk there, and just to make sure that awareness is within each team, to be careful, because you add more people on that are not associated with token engineering to help out with comms or whatever team you're doing, and it can get pretty hectic pretty quick, and the priorities change, and all of a sudden you've basically used TEC funds as a startup capital for your own venture, and that's not the kind of activity we want to encourage.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. But I think like, everyone who's making a proposal is putting his reputation at stake. So, if I get the transparency money and I build something different with that money, my reputation should be at stake. And then when I make another proposal or something, like people is like, what are you doing? Like you didn't do what you promised you were doing to do with that money. So we're not voting on you anymore.
That's true, but in the meantime, you've stolen all the human capital that and the talent that is able to execute on these things that we want for the TE.
Yeah.
And so that's the only thing that I have concerns about.
Yeah, that's true actually.
And also, I mean, the reward system distribution, I feel it's also going to make a huge difference. And it's like the distribution is just going to work differently as it does right now after this first distribution. So it's just another thing that I see as part of like a process that is going to take a little bit longer. And it would suck if we didn't have the culture that we have. So I feel that it's something that it just makes more sense like right now at this stage. So yeah, thanks for raising these concerns, Septi and Nate. And yeah, let's see how it goes. But it's been very motivating and just really good to see how like even though we had made like a proposal and it changed like drastically and just like everything that we wanted to do around it, but there seems to be like huge support from both the community and the team themselves. So yeah, it's just like something that like, and I've talked to most of you about this, but it's just like messing up with people's money sometimes like makes me very, very nervous, and whenever we have like a plan and a vision and say like, okay, this is what's gonna happen. Sometimes changing that makes me like very anxious because yeah, I mean it's people's money, right? So even though I was very like hesitant like approaching this idea just by like by it representing a change and a modification to the proposal, I was a little bit hesitant, but it's been very just rewarding to see like the amount of support and just seeing the whole picture, how everything is going to work much better. So whenever anyone has like any concerns, please make sure you raise these. Also, like we miss Durgadas a lot, and I also feel that we should not let out of the scope this idea about like developing this like toxic positivity around discussing these changes, right? So yeah, thanks for keeping this in our radar, and let me know if you have any additional feedback for this thing around the animation and video production team. Translations. I haven't checked this actually, but let's see how it's doing. Okay, so Escanore did not make a lot of progress with this, but you get the idea. So wait, what's going on? Okay, so you get the idea. We're gonna be tracking progress of translations here. We're gonna be having different the different articles and the initial four languages that we're working on, and we're gonna have like a status of these. And after they're done, we're gonna have like a link to these. So this is gonna be very very helpful for two things. I feel. One is going to be monitoring deliverables around bounties that are being paid in D work. The D work for translations is no exception. We have a very, very good, like an organized, nice looking D workspace, especially because it's easier to do in translation since it's not by the hour. It's like a bounty per translation and per QA process. So yeah, this also benefits like being organized, and yeah, pretty soon we're gonna be having more like open options for regular contributors here, like small QAs and just like uncompleted stuff that we have in translations. And Escanor is gonna be coordinating that. So yeah, this organization around the content is gonna be making a huge progress. And the second thing that this index is gonna help us a lot with is just organizing everything before we jump into Mirror. So as we've been discussing the past few weeks, we want to have an TEC international platform in Mirror XYZ, and all of the content there is going to be organized per like translation. So the idea is to go to the original articles in Medium and link that same article to its different like language versions that we have. And keep this updated, but everything integrated in a single Mirror profile as a TEC international account. So yeah, this is still a work in progress, but I just love seeing it all like come together so well. So yeah, it's happening with translations. And we also think that most likely translations is going to be the first team to deliver everything. Probably is going to take like 1 to 2 months more. And after that, and seeing what the community thinks about the process, we might be able to submit an additional proposal to make a second round of articles, or to expand the amount of languages that we're covering with the current content. So there are many things like around there. I mean, first things first, we need to deliver this, but it's just looking so great, and I'm very happy and motivated that this is coming together so well, and that contributors are happy with this. So yeah, there's that with translations. And HubSpot team is no more.
Chuy,
We just renamed it to marketing. Oh yes, FD, go ahead.
I have one question regarding that. Is there any update regarding? Sorry, is there any update regarding the mirror? I think it was an awesome idea, like especially like having an international page for the TC, like where anyone can just click and see in their own language. Is there any update on that, or?
Not yet. I'm still looking it up and doing more research on Mirror. Actually, I was looking forward to have a sync with Gideon because he's much more familiarized with this, and he could have a much better and clear idea of the structure that we would need to build around Mirror. But so far, and from what I've seen, it's just going to be much more flexible and just Web3 compatible for than Medium. So yeah, I mean, still figuring it out, but I mean, in the end, the idea is to have this platform that organizes articles per language and content also like, I mean, articles per language availability, and then categories with languages and all of the content in that language. So there are a number of options that can offer us this. But yeah, like so far the whole approach with Mirror is because it's just going to be more Web3 compatible and benefit like more transparency. But it's still not written in stone. So if anybody has like any input or feedback or experience with Mirror, at this point we could use a lot of your feedback just to be able to make more solid decisions based in experience and not just like assuming that the platform offers this option. Is that okay, Septi, or did I answer your question, or did I miss something?
Yeah, no, yeah, thank you, Chuy. Awesome.
Thank you. And okay. Oh my God, I almost lost it, Manu. What was that? Um, okay, so we're moving on to marketing. We just rebranded HubSpot. HubSpot is no more. We have a marketing team, and our marketing team is going to start having a huge participation with HubSpot, but at the same time, starting to have a better administration of our contact list and hopefully in the near future integrate Twitter planning to this team as well and just like diversify its functions. We have a Casale that can help us with regular front end changes and just like stuff that we've been struggling with forever. So it's also another thing that makes us really happy that is moving forward. And our first like regular newsletter that is going to start going out bi-weekly goes out at the beginning of next week. I can remember if it was this Friday or Monday. Like I just can't remember when we decided about it, but maybe you want to take the stage for that, Manu?
Yeah, sure. So Friday's going to be 1st of April, and we don't want it to pass this weekend. So I guess the soft launch would be Friday, but it can also, if something comes up, it can be Saturday or at the latest Sunday, but no later than Sunday. So this weekend, the the newsletter detailing some of the highlights that were had this month. The Taoist event in Mexico, all the talks that we shared on YouTube, the T Academy course that people are signing up for, the proposals that have passed and the ones that are currently on there, and other highlights that we deem relevant for token holders. We're gonna be sending that out, and yeah, it's gonna be starting to it's gonna be habitual, and we'll be sending out the newsletter bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, and yeah, that's the gist of it, Chuy.
So it's also like so exciting to see this one come together because oh yeah, HubSpot specifically has been a very very
It's been
long
the
road
worst.
that
Yeah.
for 6 months at least. Yeah, at least. Um, so yeah, it's also another exciting thing. Probably though, the marketing team could use like like an update here. Casale already started working with some fixes and pull requests that he added on February. So yeah, this is same thing here. Like it has some of the evidence and the link. So yeah, maybe I mean probably is not gonna be like immediate. But I feel that we could also make a lot of progress, and just in general, I feel that the marketing team is. Oh wait, how do I rename this? Yeah, I just feel that the marketing team has like this huge potential for also opening up for being more inclusive with contributors. And oh my God, please don't tell me I cannot rename this. Oh no, damn it.
I bet if we ask Luanis, he can make it so that we can.
Yeah.
Friends
Oh, there
high
we go.
places. There you go. Yeah, pretty much. Cool.
What? Oh, okay. Spotted bug. Let's see. Let's see if it goes through. No. Okay. Okay. I'll write Lonis about this. But okay, we are at the top of the hour. Thanks everyone that came